The Coyote Twin, Vermilion's downtown theater. Providing entertainment Thursdays through Sundays.
Increasing the pay for local teachers.
Tonight we look at a bill that might give USD graduates an incentive to teach in South Dakota. Coyote News starts right now.
Welcome to Coyote News. I'm Marissa Brunkhorst.
And I'm Sydney Colin. We'll get to that story in a moment, but first. USD was just one campus across the country to support an Oklahoma teenager. USD Spectrum held a candlelight vigil last week in honor of Next Benedict, the non-binary 16-year-old who died last month after an altercation in a high school bathroom. The vigil allowed students and community members to mourn and speak out against injustices that the LGBTQ+ community faces. Students facing discrimination are encouraged to contact USD's Title IX coordinator. Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley is suspending her campaign for office. Haley's decision puts an end to what was a race between her and former President Donald Trump. The former South Carolina governor is not yet officially endorsing Trump, but she is encouraging her followers to support the former president.
State lawmakers are supporting changes that could affect the measures on a 2024 election ballot. House Bill 1244 would allow those who have signed ballot initiative petitions to go retract their names. Supporters of the bill say it's meant to crack down on coercion and misrepresentation. However, opponents of the bill argue that it's intended to hold back citizen-led initiative efforts. The bill now goes to the governor for consideration.
South Dakota teachers may be getting a pay raise. Coyote News' Cindy Funderman has the latest.
A new South Dakota bill would raise teachers' salary to a base of $45,000 a year in an effort to keep teachers in the state and bring in new ones. South Dakota Bill 1048 was brought to the House on January 9th. The Senate version of this bill would have school districts increasing teachers' salaries by almost half that of the state aid increase the legislature grants each year. Dean of the School of Education, Amy Schweinley, states that the bill is a balancing act of positives and negatives.
Districts need the funding to be able to come up with this pay. There are some districts that will have no problem, or they're already at or above this baseline, so it's not going to affect them.
Schools that don't have the funding for this proposed bill could face cutting staff, combining classes, or even closing schools. Students in the School of Education are trying to stay focused on the positives of this bill. Iowa native Andreas Torres hopes this brings more teachers to the state.
It's a huge pay increase. I saw the averages of South Dakota's salary and they weren't enticing at all. And I compared them to other states, and I feel like it's more motivating to move to South Dakota to be a teacher now.
The Senate Education Committee passed the bill on February 29th. It now goes to the full Senate for consideration. Reporting for Coyote News, I'm Cindy Funderman.
Just this afternoon, senators passed the bill and sent it to the governor for consideration.
USD offers its faculty and staff a variety of healthcare options. Among them is mental health and emotional health support. The Employee Assistance Program gives staff long-term help with resources such as counseling, legal guidance, and financial resources. The USD Psychological Services Center, located in Dakota Hall, provides faculty with counselors and in-person resources. Wellness checks are facilitated through UPD and are available for immediate needs. To learn more, reach out to USD Human Services. Another Taylor Swift class is coming to USD, this time in the English department. T. Swift and 20C Literature will be studying her songs to teach students about the elements of lyrical and poetic style. The class will be held on Tuesdays and Thursdays starting this fall. Students interested in taking the course are encouraged to contact their academic advisor about adding it to their schedule.
After the break, a campus event had a huge turnout. You're watching Coyote News.
In a world where embracing your identity is a privilege not usually given to the members of the LGBTQIA+ community,
the University of South Dakota Spectrum provides community and education for young queer scholars.
sexuality and identity are defined on spectrums.
And having a community of open-minded, inclusive peers provides safety. Spectrum is one reason all Coyotes can call the University of South Dakota their home.
is Coyote News.
A stuffed animal event had a huge gathering earlier this week. Students were invited to the muck to watch a movie and stuff a buddy. The event was hosted by the Campus Activities Board. Among the stuffed animals were various creatures, including seahorses, turtles, and walruses. CAB will have more activities throughout the semester.
Visiting another country has always been on people's bucket lists. Coyote News' Jody Ann Tyson is live in the muck to learn more about USD's Study Abroad program. Jody Ann?
With Haley Friedel, a study abroad advisor. Haley, new employers prefer employees who have a wide array of experiences. Now, how does studying away help students to be more marketable?
Study Away can help with an immense array of skills for your resumes or just personal development. And employees really look for like the independence, the networking that you do, whether that be domestic or international experiences. So I think there's a statistic that says about 93% of employers, it gives them a tick up if you've studied away. So we always encourage students to look into it for that regard.
And who can participate on this program? Is it only for students who are U.S. citizens, or can international students participate as well?
Any USD student is available to study away, whether that be international or domestic students. You just have to be your second semester of your freshman year and have a 2.5 GPA.
Okay, and how does the Study Abroad office help students with funding to go on the program?
It kind of depends on the student and their major and how long they're wanting to be away. We have programs where you can actually go for USD tuition and fees, meaning on exchange, or we have short-term programs, obviously that costs a little bit different pricing, but they're a little bit better for certain majors where it's not available to go for a full semester. So funding in that regard kind of depends, as well as there's some great scholarships depending upon what department you fall in. So there's the International Opportunity Fund for Arts and Sciences, as well as the FARB Fund for our Criminal Justice, International Studies, and what is the third one? Either way, there's a third major in there that you can also apply for.
Okay, and spring break is just a few days away. Now, how can students use this opportunity to learn more about different cultures?
Spring break is a great time to go abroad. It's actually the semester that most students find themselves going abroad. It's great to experience other cultures, whether that be through study away or just getting out and about in your own local area. A lot of staycations happen, I know, with a lot of students. But our office just facilitates different options if you're maybe wanting a little bit more hands-on help to find a trip that makes sense for you, whether that be location or academics-wise. We just kind of help streamline the process and make sure you're supported while getting great hands-on experience and seeing amazing sites, whether that be domestically or internationally. We have both options. So,
thanks so much, Haley. Studying abroad is such a great way to gain new experiences. For Coyote News, I'm Jody Ann Tyson.
Thanks, Jody Ann. Again, Study Away 101 is hosting a meeting tomorrow afternoon at 1 in ID Weeks Library, room 115. While spring break is just around the corner, many students are already looking forward to Easter break. Now, it'll be a little longer. In an email to President Sheila Gestring, South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem announced that she is granting administrative leave for both Good Friday and Easter Monday, giving students a 4-day weekend. Noem says she hopes this break gives students a chance to celebrate the Easter holiday and enjoy some relaxation. Students staying on campus over the break have the opportunity to learn more about artificial intelligence. Through the VCDC, Dr. Travis Loaf and undergraduate student Rachel Spinks will be speaking to community members about AI and how they can use it correctly. The presentation will be held on OLC next Thursday at 11.
And just after spring break, the USD Fine Arts Department is hosting their annual Coyote Jazz Festival. This event will bring jazz choirs and jazz bands from surrounding states. The Jazz Festival takes place Tuesday, March 19th in the Fine Arts Building. Next on Coyote Sports, Lahat Chun hits a career high.
And the women get a Senior Day win.
Do you feel tired and anxious at times? Do you feel like you can't focus on your school assignments? Exercising might be your solution. It helps you feel less anxious and gloomy. You can relax better and you suffer less from stress. You will get more energy, sleep better, and find it less difficult to remember all your courses. So move your body and be your own change.
The Charcoal Sports Show, the hottest names and the hottest takes.
Tune in every Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. where Charlie Preen and Cole Larsch highlight prep sports, college sports, Coyote athletics, and professional sports. We would love to hear your questions for us too. The phone lines are always open.
Tune in to the Charcoal Sports Show each Wednesday from 6 to 7 p.m. to hear the hottest takes on KAOR Vermilion.
This is Coyote News.
5 Coyotes were honored during the basketball senior nights. This is Coyote Sports. I'm Spencer Bewley.
And I'm Myra Ingram. The men's basketball team beat NDSU last Thursday at home. Senior Lahachun was recognized prior to tip-off for senior night. He led the Coyotes with a career high of 31 points and 11 rebounds. He shot 65% from the field and went 5 for 5 from the free throw line. Max Birchhill scored 17 points for South Dakota. The Coyotes led at halftime 45-31. The lead continued until the end, defeating the Bison 88-68. The men then played North Dakota, losing that game 66-95. The team plays Oral Roberts in the Summit League tournament on Friday night. Moving on to the women, Morgan Hansen, Nicole Avila Ambrosi, Madison Grange, and Tori DePerry were recognized for senior night. In the game against North Dakota, Grace Larkins led with 20 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists. Joining her in double figures was DePerry with 11 points and 4 rebounds. The Coyotes led 15-9 in the first quarter, and North Dakota would close the gap for just 4 points at halftime. It wouldn't be enough for the Fighting Hawks as South Dakota takes this one 65-54. The women sit at 4th for the Summit League tournament. They take on St. Thomas on Sunday afternoon at 12:30.
USD students and fans are invited to the Coyote Hospitality Room taking place before every Coyote game at the Summit League Championships. Coyote News' Alex Kleinschmidt is live in the muck to find out how students can get their tickets and cheer on their favorite teams. Alex?
Thank you, Spencer. I'm here with Jaron Duffy. Jaron, what type of preparation has gone in so far to get ready for the Summit League tournament?
So there's a lot of different elements, from students to alumni to just our general fans. Before every game, the team gets dropped off at a certain entrance 90 minutes before tip-off. They walk down the hallway of the Sioux Falls Convention Center. Our fans line the hallway and cheer them on. It's the Coyote Walk. That's the first step. That takes a lot of preparation to get ready with the team, informing fans. There's a Coyote Hospitality Room that our Howling Pack team puts together. Really a hangout area for Coyote fans, and we have pep rallies before the game there. A lot going on with that. And then student tickets is something that we put a lot of effort into as well. Every USD student gets a free ticket to every Summit League tournament game that the Coyotes are playing in. So really between those elements, we're certainly busy.
And how are students able to claim those Summit League tickets?
So in the lobby of the Denny Sanford Premier Center, starting an hour before tip-off of each game that USD is playing in, we will have a table where students can bring their student ID or just show it to us, and we'll give them a free ticket to the game.
Amazing. Thank you so much. Live in the muck for Coyote Sports, I'm Alex Kleinschmidt.
Thanks, Alex. Not only will the Coyotes be competing for a championship, but both the Vermilion boys and girls are playing for state titles. The boys advanced last night after they upset Hot Springs in double overtime. The girls' tournament starts tomorrow, and the boys next Thursday. The softball team is set to compete at the Tennessee Invitational. Weather postponed the team's first game at the Paladine Classic this last weekend. Clara Edwards and Corey Wedeking combined for a 7-hitter in the game against Akron. They allowed only 1 earned run while striking out 6. South Dakota beats Akron 3-1. Against Furman, USD falls 2-3. In Game 3, the Coyotes lose 4-6 against Akron. Riley Jones went 3 for 3 with an RBI in the game against Furman. The Coyotes win 3-2. The team will face Ohio State in the Invitational on Friday.
2 of South Dakota's pole vaulters are headed to the NCAA Indoor Championships. Marlene Mueller qualified for the meet for the 3rd straight season. She entered the meet with the 6th best height of 4.45 meters. Marshall Farrow also qualified, making this his first appearance at the indoor meet. He is tied for the 12th best height of 5.52 meters. The pair will compete at the championships on Friday afternoon.
The women's tennis team has kicked off Summit League play. They last competed against the University of Omaha. USD won 2 of the 3 doubles matches. UNO won the number 1 and number 3 singles matches, but it wouldn't be enough. The Coyotes win against the Mavericks 5-2. The team will next go against Denver.
3 intramural leagues are starting soon. 3-on-3 basketball, softball, and volleyball will start on March 21st. The leagues are both for men and women. Students can register at imleagues.com. The deadline is March 19th and participation is free.
Former Coyote football defensive back Miles Harden is making his mark at the NFL Scouting Combine. He recorded a time of 3.98 seconds in the 20-yard shuttle. The time ranks him first among all participants. Combine runs until Sunday.
That's it for Coyote Sports.
When we come back, we ask students about their favorite aquatic animal. Stay with us.
This is Coyote News.
SGA votes are being counted. The running teams include Griffin Peterson and Maddie Fleckenstein, Ethan Gladue and Jillian Schultz, and Libby Brust and Waverly Patterson. We'll have an update about the election results in tomorrow morning's Coyote News Daily Update.
USD Barstool is hosting their very own Bachelor Bracket. Students are encouraged to participate by voting on USD Barstool's Instagram page. Round 3 of eliminations are already underway, with 8 bachelors remaining.
The ocean is home to many different animals, whether they stay towards the surface or spend their time on the ocean floor.
In this week's Out and About, we asked students what their favorite aquatic animal is.
Here's what they have to say.
My favorite aquatic animal is an axolotl.
I feel like probably dolphins.
Starfish. Penguin.
A goldfish.
Probably a seahorse.
I'd have to go with a shark. I think they're pretty cool.
I feel like it's gotta be a dolphin. Probably a dolphin.
A dolphin?
A whale shark. I love whale sharks.
Manatees.
I would say a turtle.
Shark. Great white shark.
A seal?
Probably a blowfish.
Probably a nice sea manatee. The cow of the sea, how could you not?
Probably a shark. A fish. Well, I don't remember the name of it. A walrus.
Pistol shrimp.
A dolphin.
Otter.
It's a good old goblin shark or blobfish, those weird little lads.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but sea turtle is personally my favorite. I love them so much. Just love them. You have
really
to.
Cute. Sharks are my favorite, though. Okay. I know they're scary to most people, but I think they're adorable.
Any specific type, or?
Probably a great white.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I love stingrays. Like, I don't know, every time I see them at the aquarium, that's like the thing I go to the aquarium for. Yeah.
You like touch them?
Yeah,
they're
the
pretty
touch
soft.
tanks, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I like monkeys. I think they're pretty cool. You know?
Like sea monkeys?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Did you ever have your own at all?
No.
Or?
No.
Oh.
Well,
Oh.
okay. That's all for Coyote News.
Pick up a copy of the Volant for a look at how the Coyotes honored basketball seniors.
Listen to 91.1 for news updates throughout the week and for your coverage on USD Sports.
And don't forget to follow our social media pages for daily updates and the weekly poll. Have a great night.